He learned, for instance, that during the past few thousand years, the phenomena of old age and death had been conquered, so that men no longer grew feeble or died, except through violence or will. By regulating the system, one might be as physiologically young and immortal as he wished, and the only reason why any allowed themselves to age was that they enjoyed the sensation in a world where stagnation and commonplaceness reigned. They could easily become young again when they felt like it. Births had ceased, except for experimental purposes, since a large population had been found needless by a master race which controlled nature and organic rivals alike. Many, however, chose to die after a while, since despite the cleverest efforts to invent new pleasures, the ordeal of consciousness became too dull for sensitive souls, especially those in whom time and satiation had blinded the primal instincts and emotions of self-preservation. All the members of the group before Zamacona were from 500 to 1500 years old, and several had been surface visitors before, though time had blurred the recollection. These visitors, by the way, had often tried to duplicate the longevity of the underground race, but had been able to do so only fractionally, owing to evolutionary differences developing during the 1,000,000 or 2 years of cleavage. These evolutionary differences were even more strikingly shown in another particular, one far stranger than the wonder of immortality itself. This was the ability of the people of Canyan to regulate the balance between matter and abstract energy, even where the bodies of living organic beings were concerned, by the sheer force of the technically trained will. In other words, with suitable effort, a learned man of Canyan could dematerialize and rematerialize himself, or with somewhat greater effort and subtler technique, any other object he chose, reducing solid matter to free external particles